me, you talking about a nigga that'll fuck your whole world up. You and your boys make a scene, I'm thinking AC Green, cause it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 you niggas in the room curled up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You ain't nothing but a MC.
Welcome to another edition of the Buck Stops Here. I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50, the illest battle rapper in the game, bringing you the latest in battle rap news. And today I'm here to talk about DNA and Loaded Lux. And to answer the question, can DNA win this battle? Like I said before, I am your host, Hound Dog Buck 50. I am the man with the red cup in hand, and I'm ready to jam. Oh, what's those bars? But like I said before, you know what this, when you doing these blogs, sometimes you get inspired by what somebody else said. Shout out to Angry Fan. My nigga Cap said DNA won't be able to beat Lux because it's in a small room. DNA, have you heard that? Did you hear that? And is that something you want to hear? Okay, well, let's go. Because I'm a battle rapper, I can always bring a different element that some bloggers can't bring. So here I go. Y'all remember that Mystical? This is a battle that DNA can win. It doesn't matter if it's in a small room. I'm going to give you the battle rap perspective. Yes, this is the thing. Lux has been around. Lions Den. BT with the 106 in Park with the big necklace on. So we not going to act like Lux is not a legend just off of the groundwork that he laid on the floor. But that being said, DNA has a hell of a resume. I don't care if he's not as complex as some. And we got to stop using that excuse as a way to get around DNA. Let's stop that. You don't see, this is the thing. Sports. I love sports. And you know what's so dope about sports is people are good for different reasons. You got running backs they run beautifully. You just enjoy watching their highlights. Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson. These are guys that run flawlessly. Then you got some guys that are more workmanlike, like Emmitt Smith, but they still get the job done. Just effective in a different way. Some football teams score 45 points, greatest show on turf. Some teams like the Giants, hard-nosed defense, good running game, 17-13. But at the end of the day, they're still in the game. Good, but in a different way. Boxing is the same thing. Some guys are great boxers, great speed, great lateral movement. But you get them in there with somebody that's kind of unorthodox that can rough them up, and they catch hell with them. At the end of 12 rounds, you don't even know who won. And that's what battle rap is about. I don't care how many layers Lux raps in. It's deeper than just that. What Ricky Rose say is deeper than rap. Oh. Y'all better leave me alone, man. It's deeper than rap. There's so many things that go into the battle that you just can't base it off of if Lux is going to rap in layers. It's not just rapping in layers, it's how effective you can be when you're rapping in layers. Because it's just like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. When you got all these layers and you uncover them, it got to be worth it when you get to them. You can't give me no gift wrapped in layers, and by the time I open it, it's a deodorant pack with some Old Spice. So it's like you made me unwrap all this shit just to get to some cologne that was made in 1974? Exactly. DNA, if he would have battled Lux, I like DNA. DNA isn't as lyrical as Lux. He's not. But I feel like DNA is a better battler. And I feel like he knows how to make his point. Whereas Lux, he's a great lyricist, but at times, sometimes when he's rapping in layers, sometimes the layers ain't worth the peeling off that you got to get to those layers. I'm just calling it like I see it. Hey, look here, man. Don't mess with me. I go to Planet Fitness, I'm paying like what? I'm paying like $22 a month. What? Going leave me alone. Think I pay for all that purple shit for nothing? I said it. DNA will beat Loaded Lux. I'm just calling it like I see it. Because we got to get off of the fact that lyricism is one attribute, bruh. One attribute. We already know if Loaded Lux goes in there, he can talk about bread in several different ways. He can talk about French bread. He can say, and that's a rap. And he can go into the Cuban bread, and it can all be about bread in different ways. We know that. And that's not necessarily the way that DNA raps. But does that mean that he won? We got to judge this thing on the overall. And we got to do that. DNA doesn't rap as well as Loaded Lux. If they went to Funkmaster Flex, I got my money on Loaded Lux. In a battle, I got my money on DNA. I'm just calling it like I see it. Leave that dude alone. Leave him alone. That's all I'm saying. So I'll get tired of people saying DNA don't deserve Lux. So Surf deserved him. Surf and Turf. The man who just came on the set with a box of Fruit Loops or whatever the hell Noah Surf, it probably wasn't even Fruit Loops. It was probably Fruit Wheels. But I'm telling you, man, it's not just lyricism. It's more to it than that. It's gonna take more than just Lux rapping in layers to beat DNA. And I got DNA beating them clearly. Because I feel like now that's not now at the end of the day, if Lux would have proved me wrong, you know what? Lux, I bow down when I come to your town. What Mac 10 and Ice Cube and WC said? Yeah. The world is mine. Nigga, back up. But he's got to prove it to me. Because DNA has evolved over the years. And I like DNA. For me to say I like DNA's chances of beating Loaded Lux is an understatement. I like DNA in that one. Small room too, no crowd. I like DNA in that one. I'm just calling it like I see it. Because I'm a battle rapper, so I understand more goes into this just being a lyricist. You got to be a lyricist, but you got to be effective with it too. Call it like I see it. On that note, peace, love, and whatever else you think of love.